Okay, in this final video here, we're going to take a look at a couple other options with photos. We're still at the vehicle before and after post because it doesn't matter. It could be at any post. We showed you how to start a new one. So we'll pretend this is a new one, basically. And let's just start off here by getting rid of the photos. Just click on them and hit the little kill button. And get your icon back in front of that very first word. Make sure it's flashing there, because that's where you want to insert the next photo. In this one here, let's look at this as being maybe a specials or an advice type of a post with just one photo at the top. Okay, so we're going to go and grab a photo and set this up. Now, remember before I told you the width that you want to work with when it's just one photo across is 600 pixels. Okay, and we're going to find one here that I used as a header on a page, this one here, the FAQ header, and we're going to select that one. Take a little bit longer to come in. I don't know why. Internet's slowing down, getting later in the day. This is here again. You should usually change this because when they mouse over, they will see some kind of text, and this is the name of the JPEG. This JPEG is saved as FAQ header.jpg, so it comes in like that, and that's not what you want them to see. So change that. Like your pictures coming off a camera will be, SVU, 12735 or something. Make sure you change that because it doesn't look too good, and it doesn't help you. These words actually get picked up by search engines. Search engines read all the code stuff. They don't really look at a page, visually. They read all these words, so the words are, have some value. And here's a good example of words that probably don't have any value, but I didn't have any other ideas on what to put in here, so I put Men at Work. Men at Work was a band back in the 80s from Australia. They had some pretty good songs. Okay, we come down to the size, and it's remembering the last size we used at 300 and 150, and it'll normally do that. We're going to leave it at left because it uses the full amount of space, so that's fine. And again, if we hit the center, remember that's going to take all the text and center it. Also, which you can eliminate that from happening, but that takes going into the code to do that. So we want it full size, 600 by 300, and that's the size I made it. I made it 600 by 300 because that was the size I wanted for these when I designed the site. Now, if you have something that's bigger or whatever, you could still use that. You can use that same concept that we used in the last tutorial, where just put it in at a little bit smaller size or put it in at the full size and then go and change it. Okay, like we went and changed the before and after photos. This one here will not require any changing, although we will put a border around it. That'll be about it. So we insert that into the post. That's right here. And there it is. We'll click on it and quickly add a border to it. All of this is okay. Men at Work. I'm going to copy that so I don't have to type it again, because I really don't like to type. It hurts my hands. Men at Work. I guess it should be Man at Work, but we'll just pretend there's a guy in the truck, and he's in there working in there, inside the truck. No, he's in the house, working inside the house. On these, I tend to put vertical space. You really don't have to, but I will. So go ahead and put 4. This will push it down a little bit further, the text down from where the photo starts a little bit more. If after you look at the post and it looks like it's too much space, then you go and take that off of there. It's real easy to do. You just go in and you put a 0 in there. Keep in mind that if you came back here and you wanted to make changes to these things, you're going to see this code up here where it's keeping that stuff. Don't worry about that. You just come in here and you put the 0 in here, and it'll change that code for you. You don't have to change that code. You can change it in that code, and it will change it, but you don't need to do that. You just put it here. So let's say you want to take the vertical space out. You came back, and it's up in this code area here, There it is. You see when you click on it, it shows it. Instead of you could actually just remove that, or if you just put 0 here, it's going to take that away. Okay, so we're going to update that, and let's put a border around it, and really that's it. Let's take a look at it real quick. We're going to update it. You see a little spinning wheel go there, and tells you it's done updating. Every once in a while when you do that, always make sure that thing spins. And also up here, just below the words edit post, it will say, you know, post updated. Okay. So we'll preview those changes. Remember, I got that tab open, so I just go over here. And there it is with the full-size photo in it. And no, that's not too much space there. It looks like it probably didn't even do anything, to be honest with you. It won't necessarily do it because it already had enough space there. But there you go. Okay, so there's a single photo. Okay, let's leave that open. Let's go back there. And let's get rid of this. And let's look at how you do the photo gallery type of thing. Icon is still there. Make sure it's in the right place. Okay? Now, if you're going to do a photo gallery, just remember, just like you're doing for these, have your photos ready, okay? And I need to have like 3 or 4 photos in a row ready. What we're gonna do is photo galleries can be set up in 3 or 4 across, okay? And the only thing that you do differently when you do the upload is you grab all of them at one time. And you know, I hope I can do that. I think I can. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take them from the slideshow, and so what you want to do is you want to grab multiple photos all at one time. Okay, we're going to do a 4 across, so I got to grab 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't even know what these photos are. Oop, I got 5. I want 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to do a 4 across. Now let's say we're going to do 4 across and you had 8 photos. You'd grab all 8 of them. Let's get them all at one time and bring them all in at the same time. Now this involves a whole bunch more stuff. I don't think I'm going to do it, but where you could change the names. Well, I guess we'll do it. I don't know. Okay, first thing you want to do, okay, they're in there. Okay, we want to save all images. All right. There it is. Oh, it was still, I'm sorry, it was still uploading. I didn't know that. I hit that too soon. Okay, then the gallery settings come up here. Okay, now in order to go to fix these titles, what you want to do, by the way, the only ones that are already okay are these 3 here. I don't know why that is, because they were used before, I think that's why. Oh, I see what it's done. I'm sorry. What it's doing is it's bringing in the other photos from here. We don't want these. We just want these 4 here. Okay, so we gotta delete these. So if that were to happen, you gotta delete them. And you come down here and delete them. Yes, continue to delete it. Okay, you go back to the gallery, right up there on the top, and we gotta get rid of these. This is because we've been uploading these all at one time. You wouldn't have this problem normally unless you were already reworking on a page like we're doing here. It's remembering the ones that we uploaded before. We don't want those. And that's why we got that text there and everything. We want to get rid of this before one. Come down here, we delete it. We hit the continue button. Okay, now we're just got the 4 that we want. But just to show you quickly how you change those headings, you know, you would change them right here. Okay. We'll just call it slide 1. Okay, and then you just hide it. I mean, it's not going to show it changed here. Don't worry about it. It will change it. Slide 2. Hide it. It doesn't show it because you haven't saved the changes yet, but it's remembering that you're putting this in there. Slide 3. Hide. Show. Slide 4. Hide. Okay. Save all changes. As you can see, it's got your numbers there now. Okay. The gallery setting. Link thumbnails to image file, because that's going to make it blow up in Lightbox. Just leave the order alone. Leave the order alone. Gallery columns, we just want 4. So it's going to fit 4 across. It's going to fit them in there. It's going to do it. It's going to figure out the size, which is going to be the 150, I believe. It should make them a little bit smaller. That's what the gallery looks like, by the way. You don't see the little pictures there, so don't expect to see them. It just looks like this. I wish you saw the little pictures, to be honest with you. I would appreciate that. And the problem with this is you don't have these other editing options. Let me see here if I do. No, it just takes me back to here. And it doesn't give you the ability to go back and put space in between them. It just makes them the size that it feels like making them. And if I recall doing this on that other client, I had to change the main thumbnail size to get them smaller because they're going to be right next to each other. But let's just go ahead and do it. We're going to update that, and we're going to preview the changes. And now you're going to have 4 photos going across the top there, like so. And it should work. We got more space here than we want. I don't know why it did that. We could look at that. When we go back, we'll look at that and how we change it. But now when you go to the gallery, you see this is a thing where you go bang, bang, you go right through it. Okay? And this is the photos from the, obviously, from the homepage deal. And of course, those photos have been made. You can click on any one to just pull it up. Real wide and short like that, and that's not what you normally would do. These are the full 960 width of the web page. You probably wouldn't make them quite that, but you'd make them like 800 by 600, so they'd be a lot taller rather than a wide view. But you can see your wording. You don't have to go to 2 windows to get that slide 2 to show up on here. You just do it in the one, and it does that. Let's go back there and look and see if we can fix this, though. I don't know that we can. No, it doesn't look like we can. That might be a problem with the code. I don't want to hit delete. If I hit delete, I'm probably going to... Let me just do a back arrow. Okay, I'm going to try and hit a delete here. I don't think it's going to eliminate the... By the way, you're very accustomed to using the undo key when you accidentally delete something. Sorry, it doesn't work with this. So if you delete something, it's gone. And I'm not going to put it back in there. Okay, I took that space out of there. I'm going to update this and see if that looks better. And what I did there, and you saw me do it, I took my arrow and I went backwards to make sure that there was a space in between these words and that box, and there was. If when I arrowed back and it ended up here, then I know if I would have hit one delete, I would have taken this off. That's how I knew I could backspace one, and really even at that I wasn't 100% sure. But it did work. No, it didn't do it. Well, there's nothing I can tell you about that other than that's just the way it goes sometimes. You don't have 100% control over this stuff. I'm going to take one quick look, the old webmaster look, and see what's going on there. Oh, we got a strong in there that we don't need in there, so I'm going to take this code out of there. And again, these kind of problems, don't worry about it too much. It's only because we're taking this thing and redoing it. And I think that's what's causing our problems here. I'm going to take this space out of here. Yeah, I bet you this does fix it. Let's just take a look at it. I mean, you can go in there. Don't be too afraid. You saw what a simple thing that was. There are things, sometimes you will go in here and you'll see some real noticeable. Of course, it's real noticeable to me because I understand HTML, but right away when I saw that strong there, no, it didn't do it. I think I might have taken some space out, but it didn't do it. I guess that's just a I think it'd probably look better, and this would probably be closer up there if we wouldn't have had had been monkeying with this before. But that's how you put a photo gallery in, and that's how you put a wide photo in. Let's take a quick look here. I don't know what's going to happen when I do this, but you know, twittering. I'm going to hit the Twitter, and let's take a look. I'm going to tell it to sign in to my account. Here's what it's going to send it. What's really important to understand about Twitter, and you can send more information than that. You can add some words. Don't monkey with this. This is the link to the website. That's the most important thing. You can take the add this off there, but via add this if you need more space. But you see right here, you have 56 more characters you can type. Okay, to lengthen this. Vehicle before and after, all cities carpet cleaning. I usually don't do a lot because I don't really think anybody's ever reading it, because they're just seeing that there's a link and they can, you know, before and after. But we could add in here, learn more about all cities carpet cleaning. See what it's doing? It's grabbing the page title. We still have 39 characters there. So you could add more text. It's good to add more text too, because if they become, you know, important keywords. I put Panama City Beach in there, but I don't think it's going to fit. Panama City, where are we at? Oh, I think it is going to fit. I take it back. Panama City Beach is good to have in there. And there is a space between the link. We still have 19 characters. Before and after. Go ahead and put photos in there. Learn more about all cities carpet cleaning, Panama City Beach. And let's go ahead and put Florida on there. We just about maxed it out. We got 3 characters left. And again, we never mess with this, but you can take this off if you want to. If you need it, you can take it off. That's advertising for the company that provides this linking system, which is a real nice thing they invented. I don't take it off because I appreciate what they're doing. And when that's done, you just tweet it, off it goes. And this page is supposed to close real quickly, but I don't know if it's gonna. That's all it's to that. Okay. Facebook is a little different. I don't really want to go to Facebook right now, but this allows you to email it directly. You could send an email to somebody you know, okay, with a note, and it sends them the link to the page. You don't have to give them the link to the page. It will send them to the page. Okay. This allows you to print. This allows you all the other social networks there are. There's a whole bunch of them. I don't know who has the time for all that stuff, but they do work. Okay, well that's it for that lesson there. I think you got an idea how to do a post, different types of photos. I know we had a lot of trouble with this photo gallery. You won't have all those problems when you start with a clean slate. We were deleting photos, and those photos actually are still inside the, if we click here, there's the photos that you import, they stay in a gallery inside your. This has nothing to do with the gallery that you made. This has to do with the photos for this post that have been saved. And before we added these 4, the other 2 were already in here, saved in the computer. And that's why they showed up on us and kind of threw me off. And really, I've never come across that before, because I've never done it that way, where I just already started with a clean slate. Well, what we're going to do here finally is, because we already have this post, we're going to delete it. We're going to move it to the trash, and it's gone. And that's history. That's the end of that lesson. And I hope that gets you going. The rest of it is hands-on. You do it a few times, and you'll get it. It's really not that hard. You'll gain a little confidence as you do 1 or 2. All right, enjoy.